Here with Harding's Ty Powell and also the Seattle Seahawks. Ty Powell, congratulations on being the 5th Bison drafted. And do you have a lot of new friends now? People that maybe are your friends that you never have met before?
Yeah, I do got a lot of new friends. I actually made a joke the other day to one of my teammates here. I said, I'm never going to be lonely again. And so new friends.
So tell us about draft day. Well, 3 days. Where were you? How did you watch it? Who did you watch it with? And what was going on in your world at that time?
I was down in Dallas with the Finleys, and we was just had a couple of my roommates and all that down there. We was just down there relaxing, eating, and the 3 days were intense for me, crucial. And
yeah.
The first day, first round, I didn't think I was gonna go there, unfortunately. Second and third, I was thinking, because I've been projected 3rd and 7th, and I've
right.
talked to a lot of teams about 3rd and all that, so nerves started getting a little higher on that. But towards the end, I mean, I got drafted, and I'm glad my name got called. That's all I was hoping for. But
right.
kind of disappointed of where I went.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. You feel like that gives you something to prove going in?
I definitely. I got a big chip on my shoulder, so I got a lot of food.
You talked about, getting some food. What'd you eat during the draft?
Oh well, the first night I had some big old steaks.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We went to a little meat factory and got some meat, and then second day we had some chicken pasta.
Yeah.
And for lunch we had Philly cheesesteaks.
Okay, by the time you get to the 7th round, were you feeling hungry anymore?
I was not hungry. I was not hungry. I was wondering, what's going on.
Yeah.
So, but by then my phone was, that 3rd day my phone was, it was hectic.
Yeah. Tell the story about being on the phone when the Seahawks called.
Yeah, I was on the phone with the Chargers, San Diego Chargers, and the number kept calling me over and over again. I went through the process of talking to my agent, was explaining to me what's going on. You'll get a lot of calls, and if you're on the phone with another team and the number calls, just write down that number and call them back later.
Okay.
But that number kept calling me over and over again, and then I got a text from my mother saying, "Hey Ty, the Seahawks just called me. Why?"
Right.
And at that point, I just hung up on the Chargers, and I called them, and that's when Pete Carroll, I was talking to Pete Carroll, so
right.
That's when I knew they're going to draft me.
Yeah. What did that conversation go like?
I honestly can barely remember it. At the time, from that point on, I didn't know what to do with myself. So
right.
Apparently, because after I got the phone, they asked me, did you talk to Pete Carroll? And I was like, no. And then my roommate there said that was the first person he talked to was Pete Carroll. And I was just like, I remember that.
Yeah. That's an awesome experience. The Seahawks. Pete Carroll, I guess, has talked to you a little bit about what their vision for you is. And talk a little bit about that. And they've listed you as a linebacker now on the website. So what's with your versatility, what do they expect from you?
Well, my agent knows more about that than I do, but I know they have a vision for me.
Yeah.
And when I talked to the defense coordinator the other day, said they were bringing me for pass rush.
Okay.
And special teams, and I don't know, because they have a kind of a weird style defense. They have a Leo position and another position, so I don't know exactly where I'm going to be until I end up and they tell me. But I think I can fit perfectly wherever they need me.
Did you know you'd been assigned a number yet?
Yes.
Okay.
That was one of the first questions they asked me.
Yeah.
What number you want?
Is there significance to 58?
There's none.
Other than
they gave me 59 or 58.
And so you just picked one. All right. What do you know about Seattle as a city?
I know nothing. I know it rains a lot. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Never been up there, but I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I'm excited about going up there.
Okay. Talk a little bit about your agent and how he has helped you through this whole process, because it's got to be overwhelming for somebody that's going through it, for the first time.
Yeah, it is. It's for not having someone there who's able to help you through the process, who knows what's going on.
Right.
And he's been in the business for a long, long time, so he knows a lot more than others know.
Okay.
And from the get-go, since I sat down and met with him, we came to an understanding too. We're just going to take care of the things that we can take care of, and all the other things we're not going to worry about.
Okay.
And that's what I think that's really pushed my name through the process and exposed myself, because I just did what I needed to do and I knew how to do,
right,
instead of trying to overdo it.
Okay. Yeah. So what's the next step in the process? Where do we go from here?
Next Thursday, I go out there for Seattle, and they have a rookie mini camp, and I think I'll be there until the end of June.
Okay. Well, last question is, what advice do you have for, let's say, the next Harding Ty Powell? You know, as you know, the next person that's coming through, that's going to go through this whole process that you have. As you've looked back through it, what would you change, or what advice would you give to somebody who's going to go through the same things that you've gone through?
I said, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's what, every step of the way I enjoyed it. You see a lot of people, a lot of the guys you see on TV on Saturdays that are big names, like you see them going through the process, thinking they got to prove more than they have to prove.
Right.
And they get overwhelmed, and they kind of get flustered, and they start messing up.
Yeah.
And their tables start turning, and then draft starts going down. So like, I mean, at the Senior Bowl, I was going through the Senior Bowl when we was doing our little interviews. I was whistling.
Right.
You know, people were just like, "You're just having a good time." I was like, you know, I'm enjoying it. That's all. Just enjoy it and just keep working hard.
Well, those of us that have been fans of the Bisons for a long time have enjoyed watching you play, and have enjoyed watching you through this whole process, and we really wish you the best as you head off to Seattle.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.